Hello, good morning, my dear friends. And this is Chunyi Lin, the founder of Spring Forest Qigong, and happy holidays to you. And I wish everybody in the coming year will have a fabulous, fabulous new year. So happy to see you. This becomes the tradition of Spring Forest Qigong. And so every year we do an energy reading for the new year. So with that, we can manage the energy flow within us and to coordinate with the changes of the world so that we are going to have a fabulous life in the year to come. So that is the purpose of doing this. So today we are going to talk about the energy of year 2021. And then how to work with this energy. Okay, so this is our focus for today, and we're going to talk about the energy of the world first. So give you a bigger picture of the energy, how it is going in the world, and then we'll use the country like the United States as an example to talk about the energy in a country. So you can use the same way, same methods, or same philosophy to read the energy of your country after you listen to me how the energy flow in the United States. And this is the energy pattern. And any part of the world follows the same pattern. And the universe is so we are living in the universe, and our body is the miniature of the universe, and also our house and our country and any part of the world is a miniature of the universe, just different size. So you can use the same philosophy. All right, and then we are going to talk about the energy in your home and the people in your household, and how you can manage the energy, how you can manipulate the energy in your house so that you can balance the energy in time to clear the energy blockages which might create conflicts or difficulties in your life. And then you can enhance the good energy in your house and in the people living in the household, and so that the harmony could come to your house, and so you are going to get great benefits for your prosperity and many other things like relationships. Okay, so let's do a little bit review what we did last year. And in last year we talk about the Australia wildfire, and of course at that time when we talk about that, and the wildfire already happened in Australia, but according to the energy pattern, so that was exactly what happened and in that part of the world. So I already did a reading before the wildfire happens in Australia, and so I did that presentation later. So among my friends, I already shared that information. So next we talk about the virus, especially in the United States. The virus became very intensive in New York. So that's exactly what it was. So stock markets up to July will go even better. So that is also true too. And then the conflicts among world leaders, and as obviously, and you can see there's a lot of conflicts going on among the world leaders and throughout the year, especially after the coronavirus started, right? And then there's a huge spiritual awakening among people. And when you see the news and the business and many activities, it's just so huge now. It's growing, and this is going to continue to grow. And so I think this will continue to grow for another 20 years. So and it's only going to get stronger and stronger each year. And so you will see this science and spirituality now finally find a way to meet each other. And you can really, really see that every year it's getting stronger and stronger. So this is what we did, last year. So and people have been telling me, say, "Wow, so what a year, huh?" And actually, it is true. So, well, then what is going to happen in this year too? And so this month, as you know, in this month, the 21st, Jupiter and Saturn are going to align in a line. So with this, when this universal energy moving around, of course, this energy will have an effect in the energy flow of the planet, affecting our the movements in the nature and the energy flow in the country, and also even within us too. So, and the solar eclipse, that also has an effect in us too. And also, usually, with this kind of things happening in the universe, and they would have, so there would be natural disasters, and intensive natural disasters and virus going on, spreading all over the world. But so when I did the I Ching reading, and also especially through my meditation, I found out there is an unknown force is forming right now in the universe, and with an intention to balance and harmonize that energy. So, with this happening, I would like to say, so we got a great window between the first part of February and March, and the virus will be greatly under control. So this is a great window. So if our leaders, and of course, and us, and if we can do things properly, like wearing masks, so when you go out, to be respect to others, and so, wash your hands and more often, and then build up your stronger immunity. That will help tremendously to invite this energy to transform. So don't be afraid. The universe is really, really loving us, and there's always a protection, the universe, and to us. So we need to work together with this force. So when we come to the how to manage the energy in the house, how to manipulate the energy, putting all the energy around us in harmony. So I will talk more about that. Okay, so now, so when I do this energy reading of a year, and there's 3 parts I use. Number 1, I use the feng shui knowledge, and also using the I Ching, the calculation, and then meditation. So each part has its own value. As we know, the energy flow in the entire universe, in your country, in your home, in a pattern. Do you recognize that? Because the sun movement and the moon movements around the globe, and also the stars too, right? So in the daytime, you have the sunlight, and you expect, through the years of experience, and what time the sun is going to rise, and what time the sun is going to set, right? And different season, the time is a little bit different in different places, and the time also differences too. So that is the pattern. And energy follows the pattern too. So when our ancestors discovered this pattern, they put it a word called feng shui, the movement of the energy in the air, in the earth, and so that you can coordinate your energy, your activities with the movements, so that you can harmonize the energy to help you to live a better life. So this is exactly what we are doing now. And then the second thing is the I Ching. The I Ching and the reading. The I Ching reading can go more in detail, finding out and how the energy move and what kind of things you need to pay attention to, because the feng shui actually works together with the I Ching. I Ching is feng shui is a part of the I Ching, and so you use the information and wisdom from I Ching to predict what is going to happen down the road in the future, month by month. In the springtime, what is going to happen? Summer, what's going to happen? Fall and winter. And then the following year and years. And then some meditation. Through meditation, I will see, like for instance, the unknown force is forming. I can see, I dig deep into the universe to feel the energy in the universe, to see vividly in picture about the movements of the universe and get a guidance from higher source, from my masters and to help to balance the energy in a deeper way, in a greater way. So 3 components. Now, this is the tradition, and when we read energy, and you see the north is in the bottom and the south in the top, right? So in order to make it easy for you to understand, so now here we flipped a little bit. The north is on the top, and the south is in the bottom. So this is what we usually read a map. So now I'm going to use this conventional knowledge to help today with this sharing. So flip it. It is just so beautiful, modern technology. All right, now I use different colors to express in what part of the world the energy this year is in harmony with us, and what part of the world the energy is not in harmony with us, and we need to do something to help to harmonize the energy. So the red represents the energy is not in harmony with us, and then the green, the energy is in harmony with us for our prosperity, our health, and relationship, and many other things. And then I have a lighter green over there. That means that the energy is okay. There's not the best, but not too bad either. So that's what it means. Okay, so now let's look at the world. First of all, look at the world. And so I will use this pattern so you can see this a basic energy flow in the entire globe this year. So the north. Now, first of all, let's talk about the energy is positive for the year. The best energy of this year for prosperity is in the south. Finally, in this part of the world, like Australia, New Zealand, so the energy it's very, very good for business development, prosperity. Finally, so after a big wildfire in Australia last year, but this year, this coming year, 2021, the energy is the best. And then the second corner is the northeast corner. This part is Canada and the United States, right? And then the other part is the west part, and this part. And then the third part is the east, then the middle. So these are the areas. In this year, the energy flow is very nicely, and we need to take advantage of that. So I will tell you what kind of advantage we need to take to enjoy our life better. But north, southwest, and southeast, these are three corners. We need to do something to harmonize the energy. And now, so in this coming year, there's a great awakening. People are seeking for truth, spirituality. This is the mainstream. No matter what you do, remember this. People, and they are seeking, they're so hungry for finding a way to understand the truth of everything, to help them to grow their spirituality. They are looking for a belonging. So with as you know, there's a lot of different kinds of news out there. You just don't know which one is real, right? And after they read, this is just one of the examples. After reading the internet, the YouTubes and Facebook and many kind of the devices out there, you can find news, of course, and the people sometimes get confused, right? So who is telling the truth? Who is right? Well, after the confusion, people start going deeper to understand, hey, who I am, what I am, what is the purpose for me to live on this earth? I'm every day I'm chasing this news to live my life, or I need to do something meaningful, truthful to my heart, to my family, to my friends, to my country, to my community, and to the world. So people have a great awakening, and they are seeking truth and spirituality. And this is because of the unknown force is forming to help to balance and harmonize the energy in the world. So because of that, then there will be an explosive and rapid development in technology. And this is in multiple dimensions. So remember that. And also because of that, there's a lot of unexpected events, activities, stories what happen in this coming year. Explosive and rapid. Before you recognize, when you wake up in the morning, something is already there waiting for you, So be prepared for that. And then also at the same time, because of this, and because of the energy of the universe is moving around, like the Saturn and the Jupiter merging together, I mean, align and not merging together. Don't do that, right, please? And they're aligned. That create the energy, which will affect the energy on the earth. And so usually that will cause a lot of natural disasters like a flood, earthquake, and volcanoes and fire, that kind of things. But because of this unknown energy is forming to harmonize that energy, so of course there's still some activities going on, but not a big one, but the minor ones is still happening, like unexpected accidents, unexpected small wars, and happening here and there, especially in that three corners of the world. So we need to keep an eye on that. So then, great energy supporting creativity because of this unknown energy coming in. Because of after the pandemic, so lots of things in the process of a huge change. For instance, our personal life, right? And we use more internet and Zoom to talk to each other. And in this past Thanksgiving, I learned a new word. It's called Zoom giving. People, so on the Zoom, they celebrate the Thanksgiving here in this country. So I learned a new word, Zoom giving. I think that is beautiful. Exactly like that. There's a lot of new events, new activities, and new styles of living is going to happen. And because of this separation, and with the internet, people are so longing to connection. So when we do the Facebook Live and doing this, our team, the Springfield Qigong teachers and certified teachers and practice group leaders and the masters, and so when we guide meditation and Springfield Qigong practice, you see how many people all over the world join us in this practice. Because people are looking for belonging. You want to belong to a community which is very healing, very loving, very forgiving, very understanding, and the blessing. So that's exactly what we are looking for. So next week, Monday, I will start. It is my turn to do the Facebook guided meditation and exercise. So please join me. Okay, so lots of this energy supports the creativity. Be more creative, my friends, in this year. Be more creative, right? And you might sometimes you get a crazy ideas, and this idea is too crazy. I don't think it is going to work. But I tell you what, share with your friends, and you will find your crazy idea actually is exactly what your friends, your community want. All right, then this is the development of the energy in our community, in the business, and in the world. So before, among countries and among the corporations, you have a competition, right? You compete with each other. And so when quite a while ago, when I talked to people about business, they said, well, Master Lin, if you want to develop Qigong better, you have to read 3 other people who are doing pretty much the same thing as you do, and find your threat, and then so you can see how you can compete with each other. I got so many messages. Quite a few messages from some people who are doing business, and so giving me the advice, and I always smile, So I don't believe that, because this is the universal energy. I am here for a reason, all right? I have my value, you have your value, everybody has its own value. We provide our value to our community. Because of this, we can make this world to become a better place for every species of life to enjoy, right? So then from competition, and gradually people merging into cooperation. We cooperate together. I have my strength, you have your strength, and so you do your strength, I do my strength. But you know what? This has been happening in the past 5 years, getting very stronger, and starting from this year and especially next year, you will notice very obviously then so people, all these activities going into interdependency. We relied on each other. We connect each other. It looks like, so I beat you, I win you. Actually, you're not. Without you, I cannot live well. Without me, and you will feel something missing. We need to. We are one of the piece of the puzzle of the whole world, right? Of the whole game. So this is the development of the whole world, where we are moving from competition to cooperation and then to interdependency. Okay, so because of this, the increased coordinations among the world leaders. Right now, there's lots of conflicts in the world leaders. Absolutely, you already saw that. But you know what? After this pandemic, after this virus, and then among the leaders in the world, and so there's more and more coordinations. And especially up to March, you will start seeing more of these activities going on in the world. So I am very positive and I'm very optimistic. So a lot of people say, "Wow, this world is crazy, and this big war is going to happen," and I don't see that. Okay, so because of the energy like this, now we come to different parts of the world right now. First of all, the good energy, right? So in this year, like in this Australia, New Zealand, there's a please get ready, my friend, to embrace greater opportunities in economic development. Very, very great opportunities. So if you are doing international business, keep an eye on this part of the world. And then the other place is here in the Canada, let's see, where's Canada here? Yeah. Okay. Canada, and United States, this part, the energy is very strong, it's very good, and so though this is still some challenges in the United States, but up to March, the energy is going to grow better and better and better. And now the stock market is it's going well, but only need to pay attention. So from September this year, from September on, and the last few months, especially September, maybe the end of August, and then September, and then October, this few months, and the market might have some challenges. So you need to keep an eye on that. And then China, then in Asia this year, the energy absolutely is very beautiful too. And there's a lot more activities with the creativity. A new technology is going to develop in China, Japan, Indonesia, India, Malaysia. So in the Asian countries, this part is like a very, very strong. So the business, of course, is growing there crazily, especially we call it the surprise money is coming in. Way is not in a bad way. So that is this part of the world, and the Middle East. This part. So very interesting enough, and so this year there's more peace than last year is going to happen in the Middle East, and there's a lot more activities with the business going on there. So that is a very, very positive thing. So when I did the reading, and so when I did the meditation, and then did the I Ching reading, and did the feng shui calculation, I Ching calculation, I found out finally there's some peaceful energy mingling in this area. I mean, the Middle East. So I am so happy to see that. So continue to send our love, our energy, and to that part of the world to help to balance the energy more. So, all right. So these are the positive sides of the energy in the northern part of Europe. Here, the energy this coming year, it's okay. There's some conflicts there, and it could be kind of the countries. There's a conflicts. You can. Could be some violence activities going on there, and so, but of course through our blessing, so through the love and going to that direction, and through the unknown force forming in the universe right now, so hopefully that can help to balance the energy quickly. Now, the energy in South America, so this year, the energy is critical. And that's because through the feng shui and the I Ching calculation, and this part could be possibly like a natural disasters, like an earthquake, a virus, and could happen in this part. And then in northern part of the world, and I mean, like Russia and the country, Mongolia, so that part, and the flood, and it also could be a virus happen. If virus happens, this virus has something to do with the digestive system. In this year, the virus has something to do with the breathing system, the lungs, right? And if a virus happens, it happens with the digestive system. So stomach and the spleen and intestines, and so get that part, and that we need to pay attention to. And then Africa, there could be some wars going on, and also there's some natural disasters could happen, but not as strong as South America. So this is basically it's the energy of the world for this coming year. Now, when you travel, the good place to go in United States, Canada, Australia will be very, very hot. New Zealand, so people. In my meditation, I saw this coming year, the traveling business is going to have a very huge development. So please prepare for that. You might say, we are still having this virus going on throughout the world. Yeah, this is so true. And lots of people said this virus will last for a couple of years. But say, according to the reading, according to my meditation, I don't see that. So I saw people just pack in the hotels, lining up, checking in, waiting for that for the time to check in, and any business which have something a connection with the traveling, it will be a very, very hard business. So in this coming year, and of course this is understandable. Get up to you got locked down in the home for so long. People love to go out to see the sun, right? To breathe the fresh air from the ocean, from the forest. Excuse me. So going to Asia. We talk about Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and Middle East. There's some good activities going on there too, and so in Europe, and it will be also very, very good too. And but the place you need to be a little bit cautious, as South America when you travel, right? Especially after the month of September. After the month of September. So you need to be a little bit more careful. So Africa, and then Mongolia, Russia, so that direction. And so very possibly in the border countries connecting to Russia, there might be some small wars going on there too. And also, if you do business in that part, this year, keep an eye on it, and wait until you feel certain, and then you take action. All this information, of course, is relatively from what I see comparing to the energy in the past, right? So you can always make a change. You can always, Okay, now, so that's the energy of the world. Now let's talk about the energy of a country. Like I use the United States as an example. So you can use the same the philosophy to read the energy of your own country, and then you know what part of the world in your country. When you travel, when you do business, and also you can keep an eye on it. Remember, everything you see is a miniature of the universe. The whole universe any place follows the same energy pattern. The feng shui of the house, the energy flow in the country, and the energy flow in the continent, and the energy flows in the whole world, and they follow the same energy pattern. So, okay, so you see north, southwest, and southeast. There's 3 corners. You got the red color. So in your country, if you the areas when you travel, you need to pay attention to these areas for your safety. You see, the world is like this, and your country is like this. And pretty soon, when I talk about the energy in your home, it follows the same pattern. You got it? So you can make a copy of this, and then go read the energy of your country and your home. So pretty soon, we're going to talk about your home. Right, like in the United States, for instance, and good business in the southern part of the country, like Texas, and here the east, like New York, the states over here, and the north over here is the northeast, and the part of the New York, right, and Maine, so up over here, there's many states, and I just don't have time to say each one of them. And California, and so this part is part of the California over here, so California, and this part, the middle, Kansas, so these are the areas the energy is very strong. It's in a good harmony. So when you do business over there, if you have a business, especially when you want to buy stocks, for instance, if you find these companies, their headquarters are in these areas, that's a good investment. If those headquarters in these areas, then you need to be a little bit more cautious, right? I don't mean now these areas is very bad, so you don't have any relationship with that, right? There's always some value. It's good or bad is irrelevant. It is not abstract, So the northwest, this part, it's okay. The energy is okay. Not the best, but not bad either. It's just so-so. You always use that word. So now, it's very possibly, this year, now the southeast, this part, like Florida and Georgia, part of Georgia over here. So need to keep an eye on that. The flu and the virus could happen in this part of the world. And then southwest part, the energy is has something to do with the earth, the real estate. So real estate this year, it's okay. It's not the best. So people who are doing real estate business, now you need to keep an eye on that. But of course, there's a great opportunity. So when next year comes, now this part will be much better. So some people like to do investment and now, then next year there's some growth, and so that's also positive too, right? And the north, Minnesota, so the states over here, this part, this coming year, need to watch out like a flood, or some unexpected accidents, like what I just said at the very beginning, there's an unknown force is forming in the universe to help to harmonize the energy, but there's some energy, small ones could happen, and these things can happen unexpectedly. So that is the energy flow in the whole country, and the things are good for this year, and new technology, healthcare, especially alternative medicine, like a Qigong, spiritual growth, like spiritual development, any business relating to that, in traveling, and real estate, we just talk a little bit about that. It's okay business. So anything related to that, that kind of business, like a new technology, internet, right? And quantum physics, whatever. So alternative medicine, and people are looking for the truth. What is the truth? What is the best for me, for my family? What's the best for me to protect my community, protect my family and myself? People are looking for the truth. So the truth is, because of this, people are looking for a way. Try to have a understand from the all side view of a thing, an idea. It is not like before. Oh, this is good. I'm going to take it. And I think, no, wait a minute. Now, I will think about it and see whether this is the best for me, for my family, for my community. And there's anything missing in this puzzle, and I want to find that missing piece to put together. So this is the attitude. So people are holding more and more now. You will recognize that. So, so this kind of the business and is going to develop tremendously. And so when I put a check mark over here, this is good. It's positive energy. It's already there for you. You just need to take advantage of it and harvest it. Okay, there's something we need to pay attention to is the virus and conflicts and natural disasters because of the energy movement of the world affecting the globe, affecting the world and what we are living now. So there's the possibilities could happen. So in those 3 parts of the country. All right? So again, you can use this map to put on the top of your country and to find a solution. And to read the energy, to read the energy of your country so that you have a better idea what you need to do to help you to balance your energy in case you need to go to that part of the country or the world to have activities. Okay, now let's talk our family. Same energy pattern. Okay, now first of all, the family members. For this year, the family members, the energy, which is a very, very in harmony, or it's good to support these members. Like the South is the middle daughter, or middle daughters. If you have so the middle daughter will be like a 3, right? You have 3 middle daughters. That's what I mean. So the energy for your middle daughter to support your middle daughter is very good. And now pay attention to this. When I say the energy is very good to support your middle daughters, I don't mean that your middle daughters would not have any problem this year. You got it, right? So if your middle daughter or daughters have some challenges, you got great energy to support, to help to balance that challenges. Healing, emotions, financial situation, many other things, relationships. So that is the part. Now, the oldest son is East this year, and last year it was not good. But this year, it is good. The energy to support the oldest son. And the Northeast, that the energy is very good to support the youngest son. And here, the West is the youngest daughter. The energy is very good to support the youngest daughter. And the father, grandfather, the Northwest, this part. And now, this year, the energy is okay. We need to do something to boost the energy, to help to make the energy better. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, the challenge part is, the first part is the oldest daughter. If you have an oldest daughter in your home, this year, you need to do something to help to protect your oldest daughter. And then the mother, the grandmother, and then the middle son. So the energy this year is weak to support them. And also this energy might bring difficulties to their life. So now what should we do then? Okay, let's talk a little bit more about that. Here I have the energy, how strong the good energy is, right? The South is 5 stars, the Northeast 5 stars, and then the other is 4 stars, and this is 1 star. So now you know how strong the energy is. So when you do business, when you do healing, so stay with the strongest part of the house or your office, your building. Stay in this part of the place to do your business, to think your project, to design your program. So you go to these areas to do your work. Then you are going to receive that energy to help you to become more creative and make the project as more powerful and make it more real. I mean, it's like a complete. And okay. So now, and in order to harmonize that energy, so now here we're talking about these things you can do, right? So first of all, your front door. That's very important. If your front door open to when you stand, right? This is a little bit feng shui knowledge, and I want to share with you. When you stand inside of your house, right? So you're facing out your front door. Suppose this is my front door. I stand inside. Stand inside the front door, and so that's what I mean. So you're facing south or facing north or facing west. You can use your cell phone. There's a compass in your cell phone. You just hit it and hold it. Then you see. Oh yeah. So what direction? You don't have to exactly south. So it's about 60% of the house facing south, and that means it is south, right? So when your front door, when you're facing these directions, the east, the northeast, the south, west, so this year the energy is very good for your house. You're inviting. So make sure you clear all the items from the hallway, and you don't cloud it in the front door and inside. I mean. And so make it clean so that the energy can come in nicely to support you. And northwest, it's okay. But if your front door facing north, facing southwest, facing southeast, then you need to do something. And now this year, the energy is so strong in those corners. Almost you don't need to do anything to even activate more of the energy. This is something, the signature of this year. Something is very, very strong happening. I mean, the energy flow in that part of the house. And usually before, and also we still need to do something to boost the energy in that part, to strengthen the energy so the energy can be stronger, right? And this year you don't need to do that. It's already so strong. You almost don't need to do anything to activate or to ignite that energy more. But to the north, to the south, to the southeast, there you need to do something. Okay, so what I want you to do, in the north, you put a plant. And the plant is like 6 lucky bamboos, and put it into the water. Like, if you have a metal vase, that's even better. And the grass is fine. So put 6 pieces of a lucky bamboos and put it in the north. Now remember, you don't put rocks, stones in that part of the house. So people have the boulders, or the rocks, anything. So remove that part, because that energy could strengthen the negative energy in that part of the house. So to over here, to help to balance the energy, which will cause the kidney, from the health perspective, like the kidney energy, that's the water, and so you can help to balance the energy with this. Okay, then the mother. Mother, this side, and this year, mother's energy is going to be affected, and they could have like emotions and problems in the limbs and liver and intestines and the spleen. So the energy this year could affect mother's health in that way. So what you do is put some metal objects, no matter what kind of metal objects. Be creative, right? And be more artistic. You don't have to bring a piece of metal just and from the construction site, so put it into that part of the house. Metal vase, little metal statue, the frame, the metal frame of a picture. So this kind of items, put it over there. If you can, the candle, you can burn a candle, or you can have a dim light, 24 hours on. Put it in that part of the house. If you have a fireplace, once in a while, turn on the fireplace to transform the energy. And remember, don't put any plant or water. If you have don't put any plant and water in that part of the house. And so if you have, for instance, you have a fish tank, right? So please remove it from that corner of the house. And if you have a plant over there, and remove it and to other part of the house, which is good for for your health. Hey, go to the north, right? And the southeast, you can grow some plant and also metal objects, but no red color objects. Remember, no red color objects. If you put red color over there, or any objects with a red color on it, that will even strengthen more the negative energy in that part of the house. So make sure you go home, especially this part, because this year in your house, then let me just borrow this word, the negative energy, right, is the strongest in the southeast. So you need to really pay attention not to have any red color. That is the only thing I strongly advise you not to do. Okay, now support health. So we already just talked about that. Now, so here, now what you do in order to balance the energy, we put the plants and with the big leaves, or the amethyst sphere. So here in the farther side, this part, because that is also if you are doing business. So this is the dragon side. If you can find a crystal ball, like a purple color, is better. And now the size about like a 5-inch, 5-inch or 8 inches, that kind of a size of a crystal ball, and that will be great. Otherwise, and also you can put white color, that's okay too, right? And so put it over here. And so when you do business, especially as a man, if you are the owner of the business, or you are even you don't own a business, so you you are an employee of any job, and you need to strengthen this part this year because your energy is a little bit weak, and watch out as a man, watch out your emotion, especially your temper this year, because this part of the energy, there's like a fire energy going on there, and which will you just don't know, what time this fire energy will hit you, and then you all of a sudden, for no reason, you just burst out with anger, right? So put a crystal ball over here. That will be very, very helpful. Okay, the mother, we already talked about that, so you put a candle light in a fireplace, and it's a red color, it's good. So over here, and like a red carpet, here the oldest starter for the health is a plant, a metal vase. If for healing, right? For healing. Now here, there's something I like to have you to pay attention to. If you are a mother, you're also the oldest daughter in your family. This year, you really need to do more meditation. Spend a little bit more time to do Qigong, to balance the energy. So how much time you spend? So at least like a half an hour a day. So do that, right? Because these two parts of the energy in your house and in you this year is not the strongest to support your activities, your life. Here, I don't mean that this is very bad and very terrible, and you're going to be hit terribly. No, I don't mean that. This is the beauty of the energy in the universe. Throw away, there's some challenges over there. And then you throw away, you can balance the energy, right? Just like you have a dog poos on your carpet. Hey, what are you going to do? There's some challenge on the carpet, right? What do you want to do? You can allow that poo the stays of the year. That's your choice, all right? But hey, if you say, "Oh, this doesn't look good," my friend is going to come to visit us. I think I need to do something. Hey, you can move it, all right? Clean it up. This is a way you clean it up. That's the same thing here. You do something to clean it up, to balance it up. That's it. No big deal, right? So these are the things you need to do, right? So in order for the healing, if you have some healing going on, like the oldest daughter, and you can put a metal vase with 8 pennies inside. 8 pennies, put it inside the metal vase. So, if you can put some water inside, that's even better, right? And so that can help to give you more support for healing. Okay, so that's about the health and the healing. And now harmonize your home. Relationship this year will be I would say, top priority challenge in our household. Now, because that energy this year is not really in good harmony with us. In the entire universe, this is the entire globe, the relationship, especially the family, the relationship. And so will be a challenge. But you know what? You have a challenge, you always have a way to balance the challenge, right? So now, what you do, you can put, this is like the first, when I put it down over here in this way, means that the top one, that's the best choice. You put a music box. Go get a music box and put it over there. Whenever you go to that part of the corner, so the southeast side, and just turn it on, dang, 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 dang. Oh, that's so good. All right, and then, so evergreen plants. Evergreen plants. But remember, don't put cactus there or any plant with a thorn. Like no roses. You can put flowers over there, but no roses. You may say, oh, roses is so good, right? But roses have thorn. That could create conflicts. So make sure you do that. You can put roses in some other parts of the house, in your kitchen, so like in the east side, and the south side, so that's okay. But here, only this part, you don't do that. Got it? Beautiful. Okay, so hide your kitchen knives away. The kitchen knives, put it into the drawer this year, especially because the knives represents fighting, represents kind of a harsh energy. And so you need to put them away. Just hide them away. Or you can cover it. You can cover it with a towel. If you can hide them into a drawer, you can use it after you get done with the cutting and the cooking. Just use a towel to cover it nicely. So that also helps too. If you can use a red color to cover it, that's even better. Because the red represents fire, knife represents metal, so the subsides or controls the metal. So, okay, or you can put a metal vase and so with the dirt inside to help to balance that energy. But you might say, can I do the music box and then evergreen plants together over there? Of course, you can do that, right? And then you hide your kitchen knives away. Then you don't need to put the metal vase with the dirt inside. You can. So here I just give you some options, and each one will help you to balance the energy. Okay, so that's about the relationship in the family. So now, because the energy in the universe is so intense this year, and that's why the unknown force is forming to help us to harmonize the energy. So it doesn't. Just in case this force would not balance everything, so we still got some level affected by the movements of the energy on the earth and also in the universe. So we need to do the cleanse for the old energy and also the energy which might affect us. So incense, that's what I always recommend you. Incense. Put incense in your car. Put incense in your suitcase when you travel, like 3 sticks, and put the incense in the fire, in the top of the fireplace, and so that is when your daughter, when your son are traveling, just put 3 incense into their suitcase, rub it up nicely with a plastic bag, right? So we have incense in our center. So I have just a lot of amazing stories. People have the stories with the incense, and so people traveling, driving a car, and stopped by the traffic light, and when the green light on, and so just then take a at that second, take a look at that incense, put it in the front of behind the wheel, and so just at that second, there was a car passing by. If we get, I have several people told me about that, and if at that time they started to move, and major accidents, people in emergency and accidents, they burn the incense right away, call upon the universe energy to support, and lo and behold, there's out of the blue, there's a ambulance came and driving by and picked them up and saved their lives. A lot of stories like that. So bring incense. There's and of course, so you don't expect, you don't want to invite the accidents to come to you, right? And so when you have these items to put it into your living space, and it becomes a protection for you. And then 6 words chant, Om Mani Padme Hum, and Heart Sutra chant. I want you to rotate these 2 chants in your daily life. You can play it in your office, in your house. Rotate. And when you're driving a long distance, you can rotate. Play it. So this will help to invite the energy the negative energy to transform. So we have tools for you. And then we December 21st, so we're going to have equinox and solstice meditations, and also on this day, December 21st. So I might make a little bit confusion over here. So we are going to have a equinox meditation next week, and to help to the balanced energy, and also the solstice meditations throughout the year. And so now, here I want you to, this month, December 21st, that you make time to meditate, call upon the universal energy to support you, right? Because 21st, that's the day the Jupiter and Saturn line up. So that energy could be intense, affecting you, affecting your family, affecting the earth. So we need to help this unknown universal force to help us to balance the energy, to harmonize the energy for you, for your home, for your community, and for the world. All right? So please mark it down. So that's the day. And now, who in this year needs the most protection and blessing? Now, the mother, grandmother, oldest daughter, the middle son, and father and grandfather. Again, not as much as the top 3, but still need some blessing. So I will highly recommend you to make time to join us to do this 7 days blessing. So 7 days, each day we have a theme, and the Heart Sutra, transforming karmas, and blessing all the beings, and blessing, the medicine, healing, and so each day there is a theme. So especially, 1, 2, 3. These are 3 people. So I will highly recommend you to, if you have any specific challenge, and sign up for the specific blessing program. And so myself and the Tibetan monk friends, when we do chanting, when we do blessing, and we'll individually send energy to you to help you to balance that specific energy which you already had in you, like your health, your financial situation, or your relationship, or your business, that this is a very, very great opportunity. And so we are going to do this at the beginning of the new year, from January the 3rd to January the 9th. So please put down this on your calendar. And if people from all over the world, maybe because of the time zone difference, at least you can participate once, right? Once, with us. The more people join our heart together, and the more powerful the energy will become. And then the more powerfully you are going to receive this energy to help you, help your family. Okay, so when you do Qigong practice, this is another way, this is a daily practice, and to help you to harmonize the energy, to balance the energy of your house. So in our classes, we tell people, one person does Qigong practice at home, everybody in the house gets benefit. And that is so true, because you collect the energy from the universe to strengthen the energy of your household. So this, when you practice Qigong for healing, for receiving blessing, for receiving positive energy from the universe, you face east, south, or northeast this year. The best is facing south, and then the east, and then northeast. If you want to do business, receive like a business blessing, you're facing south and facing northeast. That's better for your business. For healing, you face east. That's better. Or facing west. That's also very good too. Okay, so now 2 recipes for you. Recipes for strengthening your immunity. So first one is make tea. You just boil the water, and then you put like 3 slices of ginger and a quarter of a lemon. Means 1/4 of a lemon, and then 4 Chinese dates without pit, and also make tea with honey to your taste. And once a day, that would be great. And then another one is you can soak a quarter cup of mung beans, and then a quarter cup of red beans, and then soak half cup of tremolo, and then a quarter cup of soaked kelp. Oh, so there's a mistake over here. Kelp, right? Like a seaweed, that kind of thing. So, and then 2 slices of ginger, and 1/3 of a gallon water, and boil the water, and then put them all together, right? And then boil them, and then turn low heat for half an hour. Add brown sugar to the taste. So this, you can, each time you take a cup or take a bowl, and do it like 3 times a week. It depends, right? If you feel your immunity is so low, you can do it like 3 times a week. Otherwise, 1 time a week or once every 2 weeks, for the entire family, it's very good. If in case there's a virus going on or flu going on in your house, there's one more thing I'd like you to do. You say, have a cup of vinegar, any type of vinegar, white vinegar, that's okay. And then you just put on the stove. You put it in on a pan, of course, and put on the stove, and then heat it up and allow the steam to bless your home. So that vinegar can help to transform the flu energy and the virus. Right? So, okay. So, always remember, the most powerful protection is your love. The most powerful healing energy is your love. So practice love, have your unconditional love with you, and always call upon your master's energy and hold love in your heart. Any place you go to, if you hold your love in your heart, that's already the most powerful medicine. So you activate inside. And do good deeds. Always remember, do good deeds. And when you do good deeds, you attract good energy to you. That's already a protection, And then forgiveness and kindness. Forgive. No matter what happens in the world, this is the world we are living on. Don't keep complaining. Keep blaming others. More forgive, more letting go, and some more there's a kindness to yourself. And then when you're kind to yourself, and automatically you're kind to others, right? Okay, so that's what I have to share with you today. And thank you so very much for taking your time and joining me today. So wishing you a wonderful 2021. Yay! All right, so may the forest be with you. So see you until next time. Thank you. As always, I love you, and many, many blessings to you.